안녕하세요. 강지완의 오픽Tv 강지완쌤입니다. 오픽 시험에서 롤플레이는 11번, 12번, 13번에 붙박이로 출제됩니다. 오픽 시험 문항 구성표를 보면 시제는 IH와 어드밴스를 구별하기 위해 출제된다고 되어 있습니다. 시제 문제는 단 6문항만 출제되는데요. 기억에 남는 경험 문제인 4번, 7번, 10번, 13번 외에도 6번, 9번에 출제됩니다. 이 중 6번, 9번은 최근 경험이나 어린 시절 경험 혹은 계기 문제로 출제됩니다. 오늘 공개하는 맞는 경험은 13번만에만 사용할 수 있는 답변이 아닙니다. 4, 7, 10, 13번에 활용할 수 있을 뿐만 아니라 6번, 9번에도 활용할 수 있는 그야말로 맞는 경험 답변이 될 수 있습니다. 이 영상에서는 표현을 익숙하게 하는데 초점을 두었으며 스크립트를 사용하여 자신의 답변을 재구성하는 것이 좋습니다. 만능답변 30개와 중요 표현과 해석본을 여러분이 공부할 수 있게 편리하게 사용할 수 있도록 스크립트를 Pdf파일로 다운로드할 수 있도록 더보기란과 고정 댓글에 링크를 제공하겠습니다. 이 영상에서는 주로 표현을 익숙하게 하는데 초점을 두었으니 스크립트를 활용하여 자신의 답변을 재구성해 보시길 바랍니다. 이를 통해 원하는 IH나 AL 점수를 획득하시길 바랍니다. 여러분의 알 권리, AL 권리를 지켜드리겠습니다. 구독, 좋아요 부탁드리고 알람 설정해 주시면 영상을 가장 빠르게 만나보실 수 있습니다. 지금부터 시작합니다.
1. Once, I purchased a smartphone online, expecting top-notch performance based on the advertised specifications. However, upon receiving it, I realized the battery life was significantly shorter than expected, and the camera quality was subpar. Despite the promising features listed, they didn't meet my standards. It was frustrating because I heavily relied on these aspects for work and personal use. I had to go through the hassle of returning the device and finding an alternative that better suited my needs, emphasizing the importance of thorough research before making tech purchases. 2. Yes, I remember a time when I had planned a trip to attend a music festival with some friends during the summer. We had bought the concert tickets months in advance and were eagerly looking forward to it. However, just a week before the trip, an unexpected family emergency arose, and I had to cancel my plans at the last minute. I immediately contacted my friends and informed them about the situation. They were understanding but disappointed, as we had all been excited about it. Then, I reached out to the festival organizers to inquire about the possibility of getting a refund or rescheduling the tickets. Thankfully, they had a policy for emergencies like mine, and they allowed me to either get a refund or transfer my tickets to next year's festival. After weighing my options, I decided to transfer my tickets to the next year's event since I didn't want to miss out on the experience entirely. I made sure to note the new dates and put them in my calendar. Although it was disappointing to miss out with my friends, I was relieved that I could still attend the festival the following year. It taught me the importance of being flexible and proactive when dealing with unexpected changes in plans. 3. Certainly. One particularly memorable travel experience happened during a trip to Japan a couple of years ago. It was a solo journey, and I was exploring the beautiful city of Kyoto. During the cherry blossom season, I vividly remember walking through the historic streets of Gion, admiring the traditional wooden machiya houses and the serene atmosphere. As I turned a corner, I stumbled upon a small, hidden temple, tucked away from the bustling crowds. Intrigued, I decided to explore it further. Inside the temple grounds, I discovered a group of local musicians setting up for a traditional Japanese music performance. It was completely unexpected, and I felt like I had stumbled upon a hidden gem. As the musicians began to play, the tranquil melody of the shamisen and the haunting sound of the shakuhachi flute filled the air, creating a magical atmosphere. I sat down on a nearby bench and allowed myself to be fully immersed in the experience. The combination of the music, the cherry blossoms, swaying gently in the breeze, and the peaceful surroundings created a moment of pure serenity and beauty. What made this experience truly unforgettable was the spontaneity and serendipity of the encounter. It was a reminder that sometimes the most memorable moments happen when we least expect them, and it left me with a deep appreciation for the beauty and wonder of travel. 4. Once, during a trip from New York City to London, my flight got cancelled unexpectedly due to bad weather in London. It was a chaotic scene at the airport as passengers scrambled to find solutions. After a long wait, I managed to secure a seat on the next day's flight. I had to quickly arrange accommodation for the night and explore the city in the meantime. Despite the inconvenience, I made the most of it, enjoying the local cuisine and atmosphere. The following day, I finally boarded the flight to London, grateful to continue my journey. This experience taught me the importance of patience and resilience when dealing with unexpected travel challenges. 5. Once, I was traveling to Paris for a business conference. However, upon arriving at the airport, I realized I had misread the departure time and I had missed my flight. Panicked, I quickly contacted the airline to explore my options. After some tense moments, they managed to rebook me on a later flight with a layover. I had to endure a longer journey with the layover, but eventually, I made it to Paris just in time for the conference. It was a stressful experience, but it taught me the importance of double-checking travel details and staying calm in unexpected situations. 6. Yes, I've had the opportunity to travel to several countries, including Japan. One striking difference I noticed in Japan, compared to my home country, is the geography. While my country has vast open plains and mountain ranges, Japan is characterized by its mountainous terrain and dense urban areas. The landscape in Japan is incredibly diverse, with lush forests, volcanic peaks, and coastal regions. Additionally, Japan's unique geography influences its culture and lifestyle, with traditions like hot spring bathing and terraced rice paddies flourishing in the mountainous regions. Overall, experiencing Japan's geography firsthand was both fascinating and enriching, offering a different perspective on natural landscapes and human interaction with the environment. 7. Yes, I've rented a car from a rental agency before. It was during a family vacation to California. We rented the car to have the flexibility to explore various attractions and scenic routes along the coast. We picked up the car at the airport upon our arrival. The rental process was smooth, and the staff provided helpful information about the vehicle and driving regulations. Throughout our trip, the car offered convenience and freedom, allowing us to visit remote destinations and travel at our own pace. Returning the car was equally straightforward, and overall, the experience enhanced our travel experience, making it more enjoyable and memorable. 8. During a vacation to Thailand with friends, we decided to explore the lesser-known island of Koh Lanta. One evening, while strolling along the beach, we stumbled upon a gathering of locals and tourists celebrating a traditional Thai festival called Loi Krathong. Intrigued, we joined in the festivities, which included floating candlelit baskets on the water to pay respect to the goddess of water. As the night progressed, we found ourselves immersed in the vibrant atmosphere, surrounded by the glow of lanterns and the sound of traditional music. It was a magical and unexpected experience that allowed us to connect with the local culture in a meaningful way, leaving us with cherished memories of our time in Thailand. 9. One special experience that taught me a lot about Korea was during the 2018 Winter Olympics held in Pyeongchang. It was a moment of national pride and excitement as the world turned its attention to Korea. Through this event, I learned about Korea's ability to host large-scale international events with precision and hospitality. I witnessed the unity and enthusiasm of the Korean people as they cheered for their athletes and celebrated their cultural heritage. The Olympics showcased Korea's rich history, modern infrastructure, and commitment to excellence on a global stage. It was a reminder of Korea's capacity to inspire and unite people from diverse backgrounds through the power of sports and shared values. 10. Yes, I've had an experience where I lost something important. It was during a trip to Europe when I misplaced my passport. I realized it was missing just as I was about to check in for my flight back home. Panic set in as I frantically searched through my belongings and retraced my steps. Eventually, I remembered leaving it at a cafe I had visited earlier that day. I rushed back to the cafe, and thankfully, they had kept it safe for me. It was a stressful experience, but it taught me the importance of being vigilant with important documents and double-checking before leaving any place. 11. During my stay at a hotel in Bangkok, I had a memorable experience when a sudden power outage occurred late at night. The entire hotel was plunged into darkness, leaving guests bewildered and uncertain. However, instead of feeling frustrated, the situation sparked an impromptu gathering in the lobby. Guests from various backgrounds shared stories, snacks, and even played acoustic music by candlelight. It was a unique bonding experience, turning a potential inconvenience into a heartwarming moment of connection. Eventually, the power was restored, But the camaraderie formed during that blackout remained a cherished memory, highlighting the unexpected joys of travel and human connection. 12. Yes, I've experienced trouble due to unexpected weather. During a hiking trip in the mountains with friends, we encountered a sudden thunderstorm. As the rain intensified, we realized we were ill-prepared for the harsh conditions. Seeking shelter, we found a small cave to wait out the storm. Despite our discomfort and fear, we stayed calm and supported each other. We stayed close together, sharing snacks and stories to pass the time. Once the storm subsided, we carefully navigated our way back to safety, using rain gear and watching out for dangers. While the experience was challenging, it strengthened our bond and taught us the importance of being prepared and resilient in the face of nature's unpredictability. 13. Yes, I once had a disappointing experience with a product I purchased online. I ordered a laptop, expecting it to meet certain specifications advertised on the website. However, upon receiving it, I discovered that the actual performance didn't match the advertised claims. The laptop was slow and frequently froze, making it unusable for my needs. Frustrated, I contacted the seller to express my dissatisfaction and request a refund or replacement. After several discussions and providing evidence of the issues, they agreed to provide a refund. I returned the laptop and eventually found a more reliable option from a different seller. While the experience was inconvenient, it taught me the importance of thoroughly researching products and being proactive in resolving issues with sellers. 14. Yes, I once bought a digital camera online that arrived damaged. Upon opening the package, I noticed a crack on the camera lens, rendering it unusable. Disappointed, I immediately contacted the seller to report the issue and request a replacement or refund. They apologized for the inconvenience and offered to send a replacement camera free of charge. I carefully packaged the damaged camera and shipped it back to the seller. Within a few days, I received the replacement camera in perfect condition. Although the initial experience was frustrating, the seller's prompt response and willingness to rectify the situation restored my confidence in their service. 15. One memorable shopping incident was when I went shopping for a birthday gift for my best friend. We decided to visit a local artisan market together. While browsing, I stumbled upon a beautiful, handcrafted necklace that I knew would be perfect for her. The intricate design and vibrant colors instantly caught my eye. My friend helped me choose the perfect piece, offering her input on style and preferences. We enjoyed exploring the market together, sampling local delicacies and admiring various handmade items. The shopping experience was not only enjoyable, but also strengthened our bond as friends. Seeing the joy on my friend's face when she received the necklace made the entire experience truly unforgettable. 16. Yes, I once left my phone behind at a cafe while meeting a friend for lunch. As we chatted and enjoyed our meal, I absent-mindedly placed my phone on the table. After we finished eating, I got up to leave and completely forgot about my phone. It wasn't until I reached home that I realized it was missing. Panicked, I rushed back to the cafe, and thankfully, the staff had found my phone and kept it safe for me. It was a moment of relief and gratitude, but also a lesson learned about the importance of being mindful of my belongings, especially in public places. 17. The food store I frequent is a local market called Fresh Harvest. I first discovered it when a friend recommended it to me, praising its wide selection of fresh produce and locally sourced goods. What sets Fresh Harvest apart is its commitment to supporting local farmers and artisans, offering a diverse array of organic fruits, vegetables, and artisanal products. From farm-fresh eggs to homemade jams and cheeses, every item is carefully curated for quality and sustainability. The warm and inviting atmosphere, coupled with friendly staff, makes shopping at Fresh Harvest a delightful experience every time. Plus, knowing that my purchases support local businesses adds an extra layer of satisfaction to my shopping trips. 18. Yes, I once bought a sofa from a furniture store, but upon delivery, I noticed a significant tear in the fabric. It was disappointing, as I had been looking forward to using the sofa in my living room. Immediately, I contacted the store's customer service and explained the issue. They apologized for the inconvenience and offered to either replace the sofa or provide a refund. I opted for a replacement and they arranged for a new sofa to be delivered at no extra cost. While it was an inconvenience to deal with the problem, the store's prompt resolution and commitment to customer satisfaction ultimately left me satisfied with the outcome. 19. Once, I accidentally broke a vase while rearranging furniture in my living room. It was a delicate family heirloom, and I felt guilty and frustrated as it shattered into pieces. Taking a deep breath, I carefully gathered the fragments and assessed the damage. Despite my initial panic, I realized that I could fix the situation by repairing the vase. I researched online tutorials on how to mend broken ceramics and gathered the necessary supplies. With patience and determination, I carefully glued the pieces back together, taking care to ensure a seamless restoration. Although the vase showed signs of damage, the fixed version gained sentimental value and symbolized resilience and resourcefulness. The experience taught me the importance of embracing imperfections and finding beauty in the process of repair. 20. Yes, there was a time when I agreed to help organize a family gathering for my cousin's birthday party. However, because of unexpected work, I found myself unable to fulfill my promise. I felt guilty for letting my cousin down, especially since she had been counting on my assistance. Immediately, I reached out to her, explaining the situation and expressing my sincere apologies. Thankfully, she was understanding and reassured me that she had found alternative help for the event. My cousin's understanding and gracious response taught me the importance of communication and flexibility in maintaining strong relationships with loved ones. 21. Once, after moving to a new city, I had trouble with recycling due to unfamiliarity with the local rules. Accustomed to my previous city's recycling system, I assumed the process would be similar. However, I soon realized that the new city had different guidelines and sorting requirements. Confused, I accidentally put recyclable items in the wrong bins, leading to rejection during pickup. Recognizing my mistake, I reached out to the city's waste management department for guidance. They provided clear instructions and resources to help me understand the correct recycling procedures. With their assistance, I quickly adjusted to the new system and ensured proper recycling practices going forward. This experience taught me the importance of familiarizing oneself with local recycling guidelines when relocating to a new area. 22. Once, while working on a project, my laptop suddenly crashed, displaying a dreaded blue screen error. Panicked, I tried rebooting it several times, but the problem persisted. After some troubleshooting, I realized that the issue was likely due to a hardware failure. Determined to fix it, I carefully opened up the laptop and examined the internal components. Upon closer inspection, I discovered that the problem stemmed from a faulty RAM module. Fortunately, I had a spare RAM module on hand, which I promptly installed as a replacement. After reassembling the laptop, I powered it on, relieved to see it boot up successfully. The experience taught me the importance of troubleshooting skills and having spare parts on hand for emergencies. 23. During a bike ride through the countryside, I encountered a problem when my bicycle's chain suddenly slipped off the gears, causing me to come to an abrupt halt. Initially frustrated, I carefully assessed the situation and realized that I needed to reposition the chain onto the gears. Fortunately, I had a basic understanding of bike maintenance and carried a small toolkit with me. Using the tools, I carefully maneuvered the chain back into place and checked to ensure it was properly aligned. With the issue resolved, I continued my ride, albeit with heightened caution. This experience reinforced the importance of being prepared for unexpected problems while cycling and having the necessary tools and knowledge to address them promptly. 24. Yes, I once went on a beach trip with friends that was unexpectedly affected by bad weather. We had been looking forward to a weekend of sun, sand, and relaxation, but unfortunately, heavy rain and thunderstorms rolled in shortly after our arrival. Our plans for beach volleyball and swimming were dashed, and we found ourselves cooped up indoors for much of the trip. Despite the setback, we made the most of the situation by playing board games, watching movies, and enjoying each other's company indoors. While it wasn't the beach getaway we had envisioned, the unexpected turn of events brought us closer together and created lasting memories of resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity. 25. Yes, I once encountered a problem while shopping for a specific item at a department store. Despite checking the store's inventory online beforehand, I couldn't find the item I wanted on the shelves. Frustrated, I approached a store associate for assistance, only to learn that the item was out of stock. Disappointed, I explored alternative options and found a similar item at a neighboring store. However, I was taken aback by the high price tag. Determined not to overspend, I decided to wait for a sale, or explore other retailers. Ultimately, I found a better deal online, and purchased the item at a more affordable price. This experience taught me the importance of flexibility and patience when faced with shopping challenges, and the value of exploring different avenues to find the best solution. 26. I once encountered difficulty making vacation plans when trying to organize a trip with friends. We had different preferences and conflicting schedules, making it challenging to find a destination and dates that worked for everyone. After numerous discussions and compromises, we finally settled on a destination and travel dates that accommodated everyone's needs as best as possible. It required flexibility, open communication, and a willingness to compromise to ensure that everyone felt included and satisfied with the vacation plans. Despite the initial challenges, the collaborative effort resulted in a memorable and enjoyable trip for all involved. 27. Yes, I once purchased a piece of furniture for my home that didn't quite work out as expected. After assembling it, I realized that it didn't fit the space as I had envisioned and wasn't as functional as I had hoped. Feeling disappointed, I considered returning it, but instead, I decided to repurpose it for a different room in my home. With some creativity and minor modifications, I transformed the piece into a functional storage solution that better suited my needs. While it wasn't the initial outcome I had anticipated, repurposing the furniture allowed me to solve the situation and make the most out of my purchase. This experience taught me the value of adaptability and finding creative solutions to unexpected challenges. 28. One memorable incident at the park occurred when I was enjoying a picnic with friends. Suddenly, a group of playful dogs approached us, eager for attention. Initially, we were startled, but soon we found ourselves laughing and petting the friendly dogs. However, one of the dogs accidentally knocked over our picnic basket, spilling food everywhere. While initially frustrating, we couldn't help but laugh at the chaotic scene. We quickly cleaned up the mess and continued our picnic, enjoying the unexpected company of the dogs. What made the incident memorable was the spontaneity and laughter it brought, turning a simple picnic into a memorable and heartwarming experience, shared with friends and furry companions alike. 29. Yes, I once had to perform a piano recital for a large audience, but encountered a problem when the piano's sustain pedal malfunctioned midway through my performance. It was a nerve-wracking moment, as the sustained notes abruptly stopped, disrupting the flow of the piece. However, I remained composed and quickly adapted my playing technique to compensate for the lack of sustain. Despite the initial setback, I continued the performance with determination, focusing on maintaining the integrity of the music. Thankfully, the audience was understanding and supportive, and I managed to complete the piece without further interruptions. This experience taught me the importance of remaining calm under pressure and improvising solutions to unexpected challenges during performances. 30. Once, while hiking with friends in the mountains, we encountered a problem when one of our group members twisted their ankle on a rugged trail. It was a challenging situation, as we were miles away from the nearest trailhead and losing daylight fast. With quick thinking, we assessed the injury, provided first aid, and fashioned a makeshift splint. Using hiking poles and bandages from our first aid kit, we redistributed the weight of our backpacks to ease the injured hiker's load and carefully helped them down the trail at a slower pace. Despite the setback, we remained calm and supportive, encouraging each other along the way. Eventually, we reached a safe stopping point and radioed for assistance, where park rangers arrived promptly to provide further aid and transport. This experience underscored the importance of preparedness, teamwork, and remaining calm in emergencies while hiking.